Hey everybody, it's time for another game of History Maker Baseball in the 1987 Atlanta Braves replay. This is a game that was played 40 years ago to the day, July 4th, 1987, between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. This is game number 78 in the season. The Braves are on a 3-game losing streak. They have a record of 33-44. Did the pregame checks. The Braves are dissonant, and the Cardinals are harmonious. And the perk for the Cardinals is that reserve infielder Rod Booker has a good eye this game, so it's just a minor perk for him. Starting pitchers for today's game, Zane Smith, the ace of the 87 Braves, is on the mound to try to break this 3-game losing streak. And Danny Cox, the right-hander, is on the mound for the Cardinals. I'm finishing up this at work. They let us off early for the holiday. I'm actually recording this on July 3rd, but I'm going to post it on July 4th. And they let us go a couple hours, 2 hours early, so everything's pretty quiet around here, so I have a good chance to get in a quick game here and in a nice quiet environment, hopefully. But when I left the house, I forgot my little stand, so I have to hold the phone, which is my camera, by hand. So I'll try not to shake it too much as best I can. The umpires for today's game, I've got them over here on the side. Randy Marsh is the home plate umpire. Joe West is at first. Bob Engel is at second, and Dana DeMuth is at third. All right, we're ready to go. I'll go through the starting lineups on the score sheet because it's a lot easier to do that than it is to pick up all these cards and fuddle with them, especially when I only have one free hand. So for the Cardinals, leading off will be Vince Coleman in left field. Shortstop is Ozzie Smith. He will hit second. Batting third is second baseman Tommy Herr. Batting cleanup is first baseman Jack Clark. In center field, hitting fifth is Willie McGee. Batting seventh and playing third base is Terry Pendleton. Batting in the seventh, Pendleton's hitting sixth. Batting seventh is Jim Lindeman in right field. Batting eighth is Tony Pena, the catcher. And batting ninth is right-hander Danny Cox. For the Braves, leading off will be Deion James in center field. Andres Thomas returns to the lineup to play shortstop. He'll bat second. Gerald Perry is at first base, hitting third, otherwise known as the first baseman Perry. Batting cleanup is right fielder Dale Murphy. Hitting fifth is left fielder Ken Griffey. Batting sixth is third baseman Greg Nettles. Batting seventh is Ozzie Virgil, the catcher. Hitting eighth is Glenn Hubbard at second, and batting ninth is Zane Smith, the pitcher. Now, in the previous game, the Cardinals won it 3-1 behind a solid performance from Bob Forsch, and they won that game 3-1. So for the Braves, it was hard to pick a hot batter because they only had 3 hits, and all of those 3 hits were scattered among 3 individuals. But Nettles had a hit and a walk, so we'll give him the hot batter. Andres Thomas, in his first game back yesterday, had 3 strikeouts, so he's the cold batter. Jack Clark had a homer and a sacrifice fly, so he gets the hot batter. And Tommy Herr took an offer with a strikeout, so he is the cold batter. All right, all those festivities out of the way, we are ready to go. Zane Smith has finished his warm-up tosses. We are at Fulton County Stadium. Plays semi-small to right-handers, small to left-handers. And stepped into the box to hit is Vince Coleman, and we are underway from Fulton County. Happy July 4th, everybody. 2-2-3. 2-2-3. Ask, is the pitcher wild? No, he's got semi-control. Is the batter a slugger or utility? Coleman is none of those. So he will single to left field and an active runner steals. Now the caveat with Coleman is he's double active. So when the book says an active runner steals, that means he steals second, but a double active means he's going to steal third as well. So Coleman will walk to start the ball game, and then he will immediately steal second, and he'll steal third. So just that quickly, Vince Coleman's on third base with nobody out for Ozzie Smith. Infield is back. They'll give up the run to get the out early on. And Ozzie, a 2-3-4. 2-3-4 is plate drama. Yes, there are runners on base, so we go to plate drama. Ozzie Virgil is neutral for this check. And we get a 5-6. Catcher Gold. No, he's not gold. If he was, he would make a stab of a high pitch for a ball. Otherwise, it's a wild pitch. So a wild pitch will bring home the first run as Ozzie Smith will stay in the box to bat again on that wild pitch. Zane Smith uncorked the wild pitch to Ozzie Smith. It's 1-0, and Vince Coleman wreaking havoc on the base paths as he did in 1987. It's 1-0 Cardinals. Ozzie back in the box now with the. Oh, and check that. That result was in. Let's see. It was in red, so we're going to the experience chart. I almost forgot to do that. So Ozzie Smith's an icon. Zane Smith is neutral. So we got icon against neutral. And we get a 2-5. 2-5, icon batter. Yes, he is. Anticipates pitch, chops single past the shortstop. So Ozzie Smith anticipated that Zane Smith offering and sent it past Andres Thomas for a base hit. And the Cardinals are off to a great start. Here's Tommy Herr, switch hitter, batting right-handed. And we get a 2-3-4, which again is plate drama. We just had that result, but we got it again. So plate drama, and again, Virgil is neutral. We get a 6-6. Control pitcher, Zane Smith. And now I got to roll the decider die because I forgot to do that because he's semi-control. Zane Smith does not have control. So if he was a control pitcher, it would be a strike. Otherwise, catcher scrambles to locate ball in the dirt, pass ball. So it's a pass ball on Virgil. And the Braves, little rough shot in this game to start things off. So that pass ball, there's no chart to go to after that. We just pick up the bat as normal for Tommy Herr. It's a 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no, he's not iron. Does Herr have a good eye? No, he doesn't. So it's a strikeout for Zane Smith, and he needed it. And Herr continues his cold hitting. He's the cold hitter coming into this game. He just struck out. We go to the right now chart in blue, and Jack Clark's the designated hot batter, so he will be a hot batter this game, or this at bat. And Zane Smith is semi-hot because of the strikeout. It's a neutral pitcher, Zane Smith, against a hot batter. 3-6. 3-6 cold pitcher. No, he's not a cold pitcher, so it's a pop out to the catcher, Ozzie Virgil. And that retires. That retires Jack Clark. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Willie McGee in an interesting first inning. Willie McGee, they're just starting the fireworks early for July 4th. Willie McGee, a 3-4-6. 3-4-6. Is he eager? That's the only quality McGee has, is that he's eager. So he is eager. He will fly to center, and the inning's over. So after all that mess, Zane Smith gets out of it with just 1 run allowed, so probably should feel fortunate for that. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Braves coming to bat. And Deion James will lead things off for the Braves against Danny Cox. That's a 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Ask, is he an ace? No, he's not. Is the batter a whiffer or cold? No, he's not. So we have infield drama. Infield drama for the Cardinals. Ozzie Smith is semi-gold. Everybody else is neutral. So Ozzie will be gold if it's called upon. 2-5. 2-5. Second baseman iron. No, Tommy Herr is neutral. So it's a routine ground out to Tommy Herr for 1 away. And Deion is retired. Here's Andres Thomas. He had the 3 strikeouts yesterday. So he's looking to change things up here. 3-3-5. Is the pitcher Cox wild? No. Is Thomas a sad sack? No, he's not. So Thomas is going to single to right field, and he's going to steal because he's not stoic. So Andres Thomas, a single, and he steals second base. Gets himself into scoring position for the first baseman, Perry. It's a 2-5-6. Struggler. No, he's not a struggler yet. Is he a champion or patient? Perry is neither one. So we have infield drama again. Infield drama brings itself again. 4-5. Everybody's neutral. 4-5. 4-5. Shortstop iron. No, Ozzie's neutral. So it's a bobble ball, but on-time throw to first base for the out. The runner will have to hold No, check that. It's a lead die of 4, so the runner will advance. So Perry grounds out 6-3. Thomas does take third, as Ozzie was juggling that a bit. Brings up Dale Murphy with 2 outs and a runner at third. Dale Murphy. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? Dale Murphy is a semi-whiffer. Desire says he's a whiffer. So he, in fact, whiffs or strikes out in this at bat. And the inning is over. Atlanta goes down quietly, fairly quietly, leaving a runner at third. We completed 1 here at Fulton County. The score is St. Louis 1 and the Braves nothing. Top of the second, Terry Pendleton steps to the plate. It's a 1-3-6. 1-3-6 is an ace. No. Whiffer or cold? Pendleton is neither. So another infield drama has come up, this time for the Braves. And in the infield for the Braves, everyone is neutral. It's a 3-4. 3-4. 3-4 says third baseman Gold. No, Nettles is not Gold. If it was, it'd be a ground out. Otherwise, it's a base hit. So Pendleton snuck one past Nettles at third for the base hit. No chart to go to after that. Just simply go back to the normal chart. And Lindemann, Jim Lindemann, the right-handed hitting right fielder, steps to the plate against the lefty Zane Smith. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No. Is Lindemann a sad sack? He is not. Lindemann, utility, slugger, eager, and a whiffer, but he's not a sad sack. So he will double to right field. He's not going to steal because he's not active, but that's going to score Pendleton all the way from first. And the Cardinals grab a quick 2-0 lead against the Atlanta ace, Zane Smith. That'll bring up Tony Pena. Smith could use a strikeout in the worst way. 1-2-4. This is a control pitcher. He's got semi-control. Desire says he has control. It's a ground out to short, and with a lead die of 1, the runner has to hold. So there's 1 away, and that brings up the pitching spot, Danny Cox. And since the runner's already in scoring position, no use having him bunt. They're going to have him swing away. See if we can get something done here. 2-3-4. That's plate drama again. So we're at plate drama again. It's a 4-4 under plate drama. Catcher iron. No, he's not iron. He's neutral. Unable to make play in towering foul ball for a strike. Otherwise, catcher rips off mask and collects towering foul out. So since he's not iron, he was able to get that foul out from Danny Cox. 2 down, and now we're back to the top of the order, and Vince Coleman with Lindemann at second. 2 outs and 1 on and 1 already in. Coleman walked and stole 2 bases his last time up. 2-4-5 is blank for the pitcher. Is Coleman a hero? He is a semi-hero, but Desire says no. So he will pop it out to second. That's in red, so the first at bat of the bottom of the inning will be off the experience chart. But for this inning, it's a pop out to second. Inning is over, but the Cardinals put up another run. And after 1.5, it is the Cardinals 2 and the Braves nothing. Ken Griffey steps to the plate against Danny Cox. 3-4-5. 3-4-5 is the iron catcher. No, Pena's not iron. Does he have a good eye? No, he doesn't. So it's a strikeout. Ken Griffey out on strikes. So that'll bring up Greg Nettles. Nettles is a designated hot batter. And Cox is semi-hot because of that strikeout. So it's a hot batter against a semi-hot pitcher. 1-3, hot batter against a neutral pitcher. 1-3, cold pitcher. No, he's not cold. He's neutral. If he was cold, he'd give up a single. Otherwise, he lines out to shallow center, fielded out there by McGee. So that's 2 up, 2 down for the Braves. And that will bring up the catcher, Ozzie Virgil. Virgil, a 2-3-4. And I rolled the 2-3-4 about 4 times already this game. It's interesting. It's plate drama, but nobody's on base to have plate drama. Is he a hot batter? Virgil is not the hot batter. So he will pop it up to third to end the inning. But I've rolled that 2-3-4 result at least 3 times already. Maybe 4. It's very unusual to roll that many. All right, Braves go down in order 1, 2, 3 here in the second. We go to the third. 2-0 Cardinals. And Ozzie Smith, leadoff hitter. Smith against Smith. It's a 1-2-6, which asks, is he fresh? Yes, he is. We're in the third inning, so Zane Smith is still fresh. Plus, he had the decider die with him in case he was semi-fresh. But it's a line out to second for out number 1. And that'll bring up Tommy Herr, who's trying to get off the schneid. It's a 1-1-6. That's another freshness check. He is still fresh because we're in the third inning, and it's a strikeout. So again, Tommy Herr strikes out again. He has now struck out 5 times in a row going over 2 games. I'll bring up Jack Clark, designated hot batter. 2-2-4, 2-2-4, pitching at home. Yes, Zane Smith is pitching at home because we're in Fulton County Stadium. So that's a pop out to the shortstop. So Jack Clark sky high pop up to Andres Thomas. Third inning is done. Cardinals go quietly 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the third. And Glenn Hubbard steps up for the Braves. Bottom portion of the order. Hubbard, Smith, and James. Sounds like a bad law firm. 1, 2, 3, both flash and fresh. The sire die says he doesn't have flash, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be a ground ball to short either way. So Hubbard grounds to short for out number 1. Brings up the pitcher, Zane Smith. And we get a 3-4-4. Prospect pitcher? No, he's not a prospect. Is the batter patient? No, he's not patient. He's actually eager. So he will pop it up to second. And there's quickly 2 away for Deion James. James grounded to second his first time up. 3-4-6. 3-4-6 is blank for the pitcher. Is he eager? No, he's not. So Deion James will walk. He'll draw a 2-out walk. He is not active, so he will not steal. But we're going to the chemistry chart, and Chuck Tanner is going to use a manager card because his team is dissonant and the Cardinals are harmonious. So Chuck Tanner is going to use a manager card to, let's see how he wants to work this. Let's see, Thomas, hot. All right, we're going to go to the right now. We're going to use the manager influence, which means use right now chart this at bat. So we're going to override the chemistry chart with the right now chart because Thomas got a hit last time, so that will make him semi-hot. And it'll keep Cox as neutral because he walked the last batter. So it's a semi-hot Andres Thomas, and we'll mark off 1 use of the strategy card, which is the right now. All right, so now we're on the right now chart instead of the chemistry chart. Thomas is semi-hot, and Cox is neutral. And Thomas will be hot because of that cider die. 3-5, 3-5, hot batter. Fouls off pitches until finding the one he likes, single to right field. So Chuck Tanner, a prudent move there with that single, and a lead dive 3 is a 2-base advancement. Deion James will go to third. So runners are at the corners with 2 outs as the Braves try to get a rally going here in the bottom of the third. First baseman Perry is up. And we get a 2-6-6. 2-6-6, runner on first thrown out. So Andres Thomas caught napping, and he gets picked off to end the inning. And Chuck Tanner is not a happy camper about that. But that's going to do it for the Braves. An opportunity wasted as Andres Thomas was caught napping. So we go to the top of the fourth, still 2-0 Cardinals, and Willie McGee leads things off. Fly to center his first time up, 4-5-6. Blank for the pitcher, is he patient? No, Willie McGee, his only characteristic is that he's eager. So he's not patient, so he will fly out to center field, and that's out number 1. So we go to the chemistry chart, and this time Chuck Tanner's going to let this one slide. And Pendleton, because you can only use so many of these cards. So Pendleton is up, and he's going to roll off the chemistry chart. The Cardinals are harmonious. Braves are dissonant. That's a leaner, so we're going to re-roll that. All right, so 3-5, 3-5. Pitching team dissonance, yes they are. Inattentive infielder lets ball get by him for a single. So Terry Pendleton snuck it by probably Andres Thomas, who was still stewing about getting picked off and wasn't paying attention. So 1-out single there. Here's Jim Lindeman. He doubled, an RBI double his first time up. It's a 3-5-5. 3-5-5 asks, is the pitcher a struggler? No, he's not. Is the batter a champion? No, he's not. So it's a ground out to second unless he's a whiffer. And Lindeman is, in fact, a whiffer, so he will strike out for out number 2. Brings up Tony Pena, the catcher, number 8 hitter. Grounded to short his first at bat. 3-6-6. Blank for the pitcher. He's not a pinch hitter, so he will fly to center. And the inning is over. So 4th inning for the Cardinals is done. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Score still 2-0 in favor of the Cardinals, and the Braves offense has just been lackluster as of late. Try to get that going here with the first baseman Perry to lead things off. It's a 1-5-6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he a whiffer? No, he's not. So we got outfield drama. So outfield drama for the Cardinals, and in the Cardinal outfield, everyone is neutral. And we get a 5-5. 5-5, right fielder iron. No, he's not iron. Lindeman is neutral. So it's a fly out, and that's in purple. So we will be going to the chemistry chart. So a fly to right, and now Murphy comes up with the chemistry chart. And since it's Murphy at the plate, Chuck Tanner will use his second manager card. And this time, it's going to be dugout chatter. So they're gonna be neutral in this at bat because of the dugout chatter. So that's the second manager strategy card used. Whitey Herzog has not used any yet, but it's dugout chatter. And now the Braves are neutral and the Cardinals are harmonious. At least the Braves won't be dissonant. It's a 1-2 batting team distance. Good thing. See, they would have been dissonant had they not called that. So instead of striking out, we got a fence check for Murphy. So we go down here to the Murphy fence check, and Murphy is a home run king. So unless this is a 1, it's going to be a home run for Dale Murphy. It's a 1. How do you like that? That's just the way things are going for the Braves in 1987. He's going to fly out. Unbelievable. He will fly out. He had a 5 and 6 chance of a home run. Didn't happen. Unbelievable. Chuck Tanner throwing his hands up. He doesn't know what else to do. He's tried everything. I think he's about ready to give up. He may get himself ejected just so he doesn't have to watch anymore. Here's Griffey. 2-6-6. Nobody's on first to be thrown out. He's not the leadoff batter, so he will fly to right. And the Braves go quietly here in the 4th. Nothing doing. Still 2-0. And we're right back for the top of the 5th. All right, top of the 5th, and the pitcher, Danny Cox, will lead things off. He's got the typical pitcher hitting qualities. 3-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Is he a sad sack, utility, or patient? Danny Cox is a sad sack. So since he's a sad sack, he will take a call at strike 3. So strikeout for Zane Smith. That is strikeout number 4 for Smith. And now we get the top of the order and Vince Coleman. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. So we got a ground out to the third baseman. Ground out to Nettles for out number 2. So Zane Smith has settled in, but his offense is not helping him out. Here's Ozzie Smith. 1-2-2. 1-2-2. Does he have flash? He's got semi-flash. Desiree says he has flash. So therefore, it's a strikeout unless he has a good eye. And he's got a semi-good eye, so we're going to re-roll and see if Ozzie can avoid this strikeout. He does, and that just means he grounds out rather than strikes out. So we'll say he grounds to short for out number 2. So really, in that case, it really didn't make too much difference. All right, speaking of strikeouts, here's Tommy Herr. He struck out 5 times in a row, trying to break that trend. 3-4-5. It doesn't look good. Iron catcher, no. Good eye, no. He's going to strike out again 6 times in a row for Tommy Herr. And he just he needs to eat his Wheaties or something, because that's just not good at all. All right, so down go the Cardinals, 1-2-3. Actually, you know what? That was a fourth out. I shouldn't even rolled that. So, my bad. I didn't catch the score sheet on the bottom here. I was thinking up top, and that should have not even had him bat. So he's going to get a reprieve, will Mr. Herr. So if you believe in second chances, there you go. And either way, it's 1, 2, 3. I need to correct my score sheet and put this over here because that was already the third out, and Herr will lead off the next inning. Okay, my bad on that. Apologies to Tommy Herr on that one. All right, here's Greg Nettles to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Maybe I'm dissonant playing this game. Who knows? I may need a strategy card for myself. 166. Is he a workman? No, he's not. Is the batter a whiffer? No, he's not. So it's a ground out to third for one away, and that's going to be on the experience chart for the next at bat. And Ozzie Virgil is an icon. Danny Cox is neutral, but not so fast. Whitey Herzog is going to counter this, and he's going to actually, if I can find it here in my mini manager cards set, he is going to use manager influence, and it's going to take it from the experience chart up to the chemistry chart because they are harmonious. So we're going to have this bat off the chemistry chart, not off of the right now chart. So that's the first strategy card used by Whitey Herzog, and let's see if that pays off. Harmonious against dissonant. It's a 3-4. 3-4, batting team harmony. No, they're not. If he were, he's waiting for his pitch for a single. Otherwise, it's a ground out to third. So another ground out to third for out number 2. And Whitey likes that. Brings up Glenn Hubbard, number 8 hitter. Hubbard, a 1-2-6. Is he fresh? No, he's not. He's semi-fresh. Decider Die says no. Is Hubbard a sad sack? No, he's not. So he's going to single past second base. So Glenn Hubbard gets a 2-out single, and that takes us to the right now chart where Danny Cox will be cold and Deion James will be neutral. The pitcher Zane Smith will be neutral. But Whitey, again, going to his manager cards, is going to use, if I can find it, again, they're all kind of mixed up on me. There we go, a one-on-one pep talk. So it's a one-on-one pep talk, and it's going to turn the cold Danny Cox into a neutral pitcher. So we got a neutral against neutral on the right now chart. Neutral against neutral. And it's a 1-1. 1-1 cold pitcher. It's a good thing they used that chart or used that card because he would have given up a fence check on a home run possibility. Otherwise, shallow fly out to right. So, prudent move. Although Zane Smith, being a scrapper, wouldn't have gotten a home run, but he would have gotten a hit, obviously. But Whitey Herzog with a shrewd move of the manager cards, 2 of them in that inning. And they both used 2 manager cards through 5 innings, so they're in good shape there. Completed 5 innings of play here in Atlanta. Score still St. Louis 2, Atlanta 1. All right, Tommy Herr will get his regular legitimate at-bat to start the 6th, and he's going to hope not to strike out this time. Hope not to find that 3-4-5 result, especially. It's a 1-3-4. 1-3-4 gold catcher, no. Is he a champion? No. So we got outfield drama, so at least he won't strike out. It's outfield drama for the Braves. And everybody's neutral, 4-5. Center fielder gold, no, he's not gold. So it's going to be a base hit. It's a single for Tommy Herr. He breaks the strikeout streak. And that result was in red, so we will be going to the experience chart for this next at-bat. Clark is an icon. Smith is neutral. So Chuck Tanner going to go to a manager card and see if he can't increase the capabilities of Zane Smith. And he's going to use a coaching tip, so that's going to make Zane Smith an icon this at bat. So it's icon against icon now, thanks to that manager card. And we got a 1-5. 1-5 says prospect batter. Nope. If he was, he would line out. Otherwise, it's a single. So that manager card really didn't help him any. It's back-to-back singles. Runners at first and second. And that's a third manager card for Chuck Tanner, coaching tip. So those manager cards don't always work, but that's why you use them, just to try to increase your chances. Here's Willie McGee with 2 on and nobody out. We got a 4-4-6. 4-4-6. Is he a star? No. Is the batter sad sack, utility, or patient? He's none of that. So he will single to right field, and that'll bring home a run as Tommy Herr will score. Makes it a 3-0 ball game. And Clark goes to third on that play. That results in red, so we're going right back to the experience chart. And this time it's neutral against neutral, as Pendleton is the batter. And on top of that, Zane Smith is now a semi-struggler. So neutral against neutral. It's 2-3. Prospect pitcher, no he's not. If he was, he would have a momentary lapse of focus, give up a single, otherwise it's a ground out to second. And on a lead die of 2, that's a fielder's choice. So that will score the run. McGee is out at second base 4-6 for the first out of the inning. Pendleton reaches on the fielder's choice. Clark will score. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Cardinals. They were looking for the double play, couldn't get it. So that leaves Pendleton at first base with 1 out. And we're back to Jim Lindeman, and we're back to the regular chart. Since he got the out, Zane Smith is no longer a struggler or semi-struggler. It's a 1-4-5. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No, he's not. So it's a ground out to third, and on a lead dive 1, that's a double play, 5-4-3 to end the inning. But the Cardinals strike for 2 more. Go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 4-0 in favor of the Cardinals. And coming up for the Braves to lead things off will be the top of the order, Deion James. And this is the last inning of freshness for Danny Cox, unless he keeps a shutout going. Then he'll be able to keep it going a little bit longer. Here's Deion James. 2-3-6. 2-3-6 double control, no. Pitcher batting, nope. It's a walk. So Deion James, a leadoff walk. Trying to get something going for the Braves. Here's Andres Thomas. Thomas, a 2-6-6. And we got it again. Runner thrown out at first. So it's happened again. Deion James caught napping. He gets picked off. Chuck Tanner is just livid, pulling his gray hair out. And Thomas still at the plate. 3-4-6. Is he eager? Thomas is eager. So he will fly out to center field. He will not walk. He will fly out to center. 2 down for the first baseman, Perry. First baseman, Perry. I forgot to roll to the side or die, so let me do that now. Okay, 2-2-4 for Perry. Pitching at home, nope, he's on the road, is Danny Cox. Is Perry a slugger? No, he's not, so he's going to single to right field. So Gerald Perry will get a 2-out single to right field. And we go to the right now chart because of that being in blue. We go to the right now chart. Danny Cox is cold because of that hit given up, and Murphy is neutral. So we got a cold pitcher against a neutral batter. Herzog not going to play a manager card. 2-4, 2-4. Hot batter. No, he's not a hot batter. He's neutral. If he was hot, he would get a single. Otherwise, it's a fly to left, and the inning is over. So Danny Cox has shut out the Braves through 6, and after 6 complete here at Fulton County Stadium, it's the Cardinals 4 and the Braves nothing. All right, top of the 7th, here's Tony Pena. Zane Smith still in there. He's no longer fresh, but he's the best they've got, so they're going to stick with him. And look at this, 1-1-1. He might not get stuck with much longer. 1-1-1, not an ace, but fortunately, Pena's a semi-scrapper. Decider says he's a scrapper, so it's only going to be a double, and he's going to avoid the home run. But it will be a double for Pena. And now Danny Cox is up in a bunt situation for sure. So we're going to go ahead and have him bunt. It's a 3, which is a good bunt. So we'll call it a sacrifice hit 3-4. And that will move Pena to third base. So runner at third with 1 out. Infield's going to have to come in. And Vince Coleman, the batter. Infield is in. 1, 2, 3. Both Flash and Fresh. No, he's not. So it's a ground ball to short. And on a lead die of 1 with the infield in, that is going to freeze the runner. So Pena has to hold. 2 down. And that'll bring up Ozzie Smith. As Zane Smith tries to keep it where it is with 4-0. 3-3. Oh, that was a 3 there. 3-3-5. Is he wild? No. Is he a sad sack? Smith is not a sad sack, so he will single to right field, and he will steal second base. And the Cardinals take a 5-0 lead as he steals second base. And now Tommy Herr, the batter. And the bullpen for the Braves is active and about, and Gene Garber. But right now, Tommy Herr, the batter. Zane Smith gets one more try to get out of this. 2-2-6. 2-2-6. Is he hit by the pitch? Yes, he is. The side eye says he is. So Tommy Herr gets plunked, and that's going to do it for Zane Smith. That might have been a frustration plunk, and he is coming out of there. Chuck Tanner has seen enough. So he is out of there, and Gene Garber is in. Garber, semi-workman, semi-flash, semi-control, but he will be an ace on this first at-bat against Jack Clark. With 2 on and 2 out, and 1 already in. It's 5-0. Could be worse. Jack Clark, 2-4-5. Blank for the pitcher. Is Clark a hero? He is a semi-hero. Desired Die says no. So it's a pop out to second, and they get out of the inning without any more damage. 1 run came in as it was. It's now 5-0. We go to the 7th inning stretch with the score, Cardinals 5, Atlanta nothing. Be right back for the bottom of the 7th. All right, bottom of the 7th, and Danny Cox is still semi-fresh because he has a shutout going. So here's Ken Griffey. 1-1-3. Is he an ace? No, he's not. Is Griffey a slugger? Yes, he is. Ken Griffey is a slugger. So it's a double to left field. So finally, a little bit of life from the Braves. From the veteran Griffey. Now here's the veteran Nettles. 1-1-5. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? He's semi-fresh. The side right says he is. So it's a pop out. We'll say he pops out to Tommy Herr. 1 away. Brings up Ozzie like a Virgil. 2-4-6. 2-4-6 control. Is he a control pitcher? Danny Cox is semi-control, but the side die says no. Is Virgil eager or a sad sack? He is none of that. So he will walk. So it's a walk to Ozzie. And that puts 2 on with 1 out for Glenn Hubbard. Hubbard, a 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Does he have a good eye? No, he does not. So Hubbard will strike out for out number 2. And that results in blues, which means you would normally go to the right now chart. But with the pitcher spot, Garber up. Chuck Tanner's going to the bench for a pinch hitter, so that will override any results like that. And Ken Oberkfell will pinch hit for Garber. With 2 outs and 2 on here in the bottom of the 7th. And then bullpen action would be happening for the Braves in the top of the 8th. All right, here's Oberkfell with his pinch at bat. It's a 2-4-5. 2-4-5 is blank for the pitcher. Is he a hero? Oberkfell is a semi-hero. Desired Eye says he's a hero, so it's a base hit to left field. Base hit to left field. And let's see here. Who was on second base? Second base, the person on second was Griffey. But Griffey is neutral. He is not active. So it says here, according to this, you only get 1 base on singles. And you have to be an active runner to score. So that's just going to load the bases is what that's going to do. Oberkfell's single will load the bases for Dion James. So Oberkfell keeps the train going, but now it's up to Dion James to bring it into the station. He's up there against Cox. Cox may be running on fumes. We'll see. It's a 155. 155 is blank. Is he a home run king? James is not a home run king, so he flies out to center, and the inning is over. So Braves again had something possibly going, but couldn't close the deal. So we completed 7 here at Fulton County with the score: the Cardinals 5, Braves nothing. Be back for the top of the 8th and a new Braves pitcher. All right, new Braves pitcher is Paul Assenmacher. He will be an ace on this first at bat as he faces switch-hitting Willie McGee. I almost called him Billy McGee. 5.66. Is the pitcher wild? No. Does the batter have a good eye? No, he doesn't. It's a strikeout. So Paul Assenmacher with a strikeout of Willie McGee, 1 away. And that was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart, and Assenmacher's a hot pitcher. Pendleton is a neutral batter. So hot pitcher against neutral batter, and Whitey's going to lay off the Cards being up 5-0. It's a 3-4. 3-4, cold batter. No, he's not a cold batter. If he was, he would do a weak dribble to the pitcher, batting team slump, batter affects team slump, and the side would be retired. Otherwise, it's simply just a fly out to right. So had he been cold, it would have caused the next batter to make an out as well, but he did not. So now Jim Lindeman gets to bat on his own here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Lindeman, a 1.36. Is he an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? He is a whiffer, so he will strike out. And Assenmacher uncharacteristically had a good inning. His ERA was over 8 entering this game, but the 1 inning of shutout relief will certainly help. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Cox still semi-fresh because he's got the shutout going, so he's going to stay in there until he gives up a run probably. So here's Andres Thomas to lead off the bottom of the 8th. And it's a 1.35. That's the first unusual check we had today. The black 1 means we're going to Fulton County Stadium. Ballpark qualities. Thomas is a righty, which means the park plays semi-small. And so now with the desired eye, it will be a small ballpark. 4.5. Small ballpark. Slugger, a home run king, blast home run. Others fly out. Well, he's not a slugger or a home run king, so he will just simply fly out. Say flies to left, and there's 1 away. So Braves again miss an opportunity. Here's first baseman Perry. It's a 1.36. Is he an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? He's neither one. So infield drama for the Cardinals. Ozzie is semi-gold. Everybody else is neutral. And now everybody's neutral. It's a 5.5. 5.5. First baseman iron. No, he's not iron. If it was, it'd be an error. Otherwise, it's a routine ground out. So one first baseman grounds to another for out number 2. And that'll bring up the Murph. And the Murph this game is 0 for 3. Certainly due. 4.56. Blank for the pitcher. Is he patient? He's semi-patient. Desired eye says he's patient, so we got a walk. So a 2-out walk to Murphy. We'll bring up Ken Griffey. So Ken Griffey is up. He doubled his last time up. Could use the same result again. 1.16. Is he fresh? No. Desired eye says he's not. Is he utility or sad sack? He's neither. So it's going to be a single to left field. A single to left field, and Murphy will go to second. So again, 2 on, 2 outs for Greg Nettles. Braves have left a lot of guys on base this game for the ones that didn't get picked off. Here's Nettles. 3.66, which is going to be a fly out to center. So again, Braves fail. And after 8 complete innings, it's 5-0 Cardinals. We'll be right back for the new Braves pitcher in the 9th. Okay, a couple of changes. Jeff Dedman is in for the Braves. He will be the pitcher. Danny Cox's spot in the order is second this inning, so he's going to be pinch hit for by Rod Booker. He's the one who in the pregame check got the good eye for this game only, so they might as well use it. So we got Pena leading off, followed by Booker, and then we'll get a new pitcher for the Cardinals in the 9th, and that's most likely going to be Pat Perry. So Tony Pena will lead things off against Dedman, who has no qualities pitching-wise, but he is an ace this first at bat. It's 1-3-4. 1-3-4. Gold catcher, no. Is the batter a champion? No. Outfield drama. Murphy is semi-gold. Everyone else is neutral. So everybody's neutral. 5-6. Left fielder iron. No, he's not. It's a looping fly. Lands in his glove. So Griffey made the catch. One away, and now the pinch hitter Rod Booker is on. And he does have that good eye quality in this at-bat. Should have come up. 2-3-3. 2-3-3. Ace or star? No. Is he a slugger? No, he's a scrapper. So he will fly to center. And that'll be out number 2. So much for that good eye for Booker. He's lost that quality going forward. Top of the order, Vince Coleman. It's 2-3-6. 2-3-6. Double control? No. Pitcher batting? No. It's a walk. It's a walk to Vince Coleman. And with a 5-0 lead, they're going to call the dogs off and not have Vince Coleman steal. So Ozzie Smith will now bat. It's 2-5-6. Is the pitcher a struggler? No. Is the batter champion or patient? He is semi-patient. Decider says he's patient, so it's another walk. So 2 walks in a row here with 2 outs in the 9th. And that'll bring up Tommy Herr. Dedman against Herr. 2-3-4. We got plate drama again. How many times have plate drama come up in this game? More than I can count. So here we go. Plate drama, and Virgil is neutral. So 1-4. Control pitcher. He's not a control pitcher. Dedman has no qualities. So if it was a control pitcher, it'd be a strike. Otherwise, it's a wild pitch. So Jeff Dedman uncorking a wild pitch. And after that wild pitch, there is no secondary umpire chart or anything to go to. We'll just go back to the normal chart with runners at second and third. And Herr the batter. 4-4-5. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No. Is the batter patient? No. It's a ground out to first, and the inning is over. So Dedman works around a couple of walks and a wild pitch. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Braves. Score is Cardinals 5, Atlanta 0. We're right back with a new pitcher, Pat Perry. All right, a couple of changes. Pat Perry is in to pitch the 9th for the Cardinals. He will be an ace on his first at bat. And the pitcher spot, Dedman, is coming up third this inning. So pinch hitting for Dedman when his time comes up is right-hander Gary Renicky. But right now it's Ozzie Virgil. He's going to step to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. It's a 1-1-3. 1-1-3. Ask, is he an ace? Yes, he is. Pat Perry, you get the ace on that first at bat. And he took advantage of it with a ground ball to first for 1 away. Had he not been an ace, then it would have been, let's see here, actually Virgil would have struck out. So either way you go, Virgil would have been out. That's the kind of day it's been for the Braves. All right, here's Hubbard. Hubbard, we get a 1-3-5. That's an unusual play. 1-3-5. The red 1 means we're going to unusual or memorable plays in the field, I should say. Memorable plays in the field when you get a red 1 and a black 3. We get a 4-5. 4-5 says left fielder gold. No, he's not. It's going to be a double instead. So Hubbard will double since Vince Coleman was not gold. Hubbard will get a 1-out double. And now we'll get the pinch hitter Renicky stepping to the plate. And Todd Worrell is in the bullpen in case this thing gets close. Whitey Herzog's not taking any chances. If it becomes a save situation, he will bring in Worrell. Right now, here's Renicky. 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is he champion or patient? Gary Renicky is semi-patient, but Desiree lets him down. But we still go to infield drama, so anything can happen on an infield drama. Everyone's neutral except for Ozzie, who is semi-gold. Now everybody's neutral. 3-5. Third baseman iron. No, he's not. If he was, it'd be a single to left. Otherwise, it's a routine ground out. And with the play in front of him, that's going to be out number 2 as Renicky makes the out. And Hubbard will stay at second. Actually, he will go to third because of the lead die of 3. So, no, I take it back. I think a 3... You hold. Fielder's choice. Yeah, he's gonna say he's hold. There's no reason for him to run. The run doesn't mean anything. So here's Deion James, last chance against Perry. Deion James, a 1-4-5. Is the pitcher a struggler? No, it's a ground out to first. And the shutout is complete here on July 4th. No fireworks from the Braves at Fulton County as the Cardinals shut out the Braves by the final score of 5-0. Be right back with the totals. Okay, a little bit of a messy score sheet, but the totals: Cardinals win at 5-0. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. They left 7 on base. Braves, no runs, 8 hits, and no errors. They left 10 on base. Winning pitcher was Danny Cox. He went 8 innings, gave up 7 hits, no runs, walked 4, struck out 3. Pat Perry pitched a scoreless ninth, giving up the lone double to Hubbard. And then for the Braves, Zane Smith took the loss, 6 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs all earned, walked 1, struck out 4, and did hit a batter. Gene Garber pitched to 1 batter and retired Jack Clark. And then Osamacher came in, faced 3 batters, got them all out, striking out 2 of them. And then Dedman came in. He did walk 2 batters and throw a wild pitch, but he did pitch a scoreless inning. So Zane Smith absorbs the loss. Cox gets the win. The Braves have now lost 4 in a row. Their record drops to 33-45 after 78 games. They have one more game against Atlanta, or against St. Louis, to try to salvage some of the series and break up the not being swept at home. So that's it from Fulton County Stadium. July 4th did not produce any fireworks for the Braves, unfortunately for them. They'll have to try it again on the 5th as they take on the Cardinals in the final game of the series. It'll be right-hander Doyle Alexander on the mound for the Braves and lefty Greg Matthews for the Cardinals. Then they have a day off, and it'll be a doubleheader against the Mets after that. So I hope you all enjoyed this July 4th presentation. And keep an eye out for Bob Forsch, because you'll see him again in a couple of days in a different venue. Even though we had Bob Forsch playing in this game for the Cardinals, he didn't actually play. He pitched yesterday. He got the win. But keep an eye out for him, because he'll make another appearance in another video. So I'm going to head home now and get ready to and celebrate my July 4th. Again, this is July 3rd when I'm recording this, but it's going to be posted on July 4th for you to enjoy, hopefully. Sorry it wasn't a little bit closer game, but the Braves are just in one of those funks right now where they get a little bit decent pitching, they can't hit, and when they do hit, they don't get any pitching. It's just the way it goes. Chuck Tanner had 2 guys picked off first base, so that certainly didn't make him happy. He might have a closed-door meeting or something to see if he can't get something going here. May have to call in Ted Turner. All right, that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody has a wonderful July 4th, and I will see everybody down the road.